difference between the two, and it's quite obvious, I would assume, where my inclinations are. I think that horror is best shown by implication, by psychology, by the use of the camera, by the writing, use of the camera, the acting, the editing, the music, to bring together the sense of horror. It's too easy just to cut, if you cut off somebody's wrist, the next director's got to say, well, I'm going to cut it off at the elbow. The next one they say, I'll cut it off at the arm. I mean, it's just a never-ending thing, and frankly, to me, it's a cheating way to get a screen.
I totally agree with that. I mean, how many ways can you disembowel a person, you know, that you've seen 1,000 times? And blood and guts, that's not horrifying. It's gross, and you'll scream because it's just so ugly and bad. But the presence of horror, not seeing it, exactly what Roger was saying, a shadow, any kind of a thing like that, and it can be really, really frightening. It can be a lot scarier. And well, I know Mick has done this too. He knows just how to show things, but not show them so gross where you're, you know, I mean, the Freddy movies and stuff, I mean, they're fine, I guess. I mean, people, technically I can say, yeah, this stuff's great looking as far as that goes, but I don't have to watch it. It's just not my thing. I like the old-fashioned stuff. The Thing from Another World, the original, now, there's a great film. You barely even see the thing at all, and it's horrifying. It scares you half to death. And it's great, and I love it.
I may have gray hair, but I'm going to take another position on this. I agree with you. My favorite films are the ones that don't do that. However, I think it's all in service of the story. I think that, first of all, there's something very freeing about treating the body as meat rather than as a temple. But especially, that's something, you know, young people want to, one reason why horror films appeal so strongly to young people is because they want to embrace something that their parents would never want them to, whether it's heavy metal music or extreme horror films. I think in the service of a story, like Audition, for example, or Takashi Miike's film Imprint that he did for Masters of Horror, I think he did those things for a point. And I think in the hands of an artist, I don't believe in censoring anything. As a human being, and as an artist myself, I put it with a small a, I just think that it's my responsibility to do what I think is my human responsibility and censor myself or present a story in a way I think it's best told. However, I think in terms of like an artist of Miike's caliber, or even somebody who doesn't have any talent who does it, I'd be cautious about saying there's a right and wrong way to do anything, to tell any story. I think the right way to tell a story is the best, most effective way to tell the story being told, if that makes sense. So.